Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now that you've got a rather odd situation here, this game has already started and I'm afraid this player has been AFK all the time. He's just loaded into the game in his Strv S1 Tier 8 Swedish tank destroyer and he's now moving off to a firing position. Yep, he's been waiting to load into the game for nearly 9 minutes and all of a sudden he comes to life and the game's well underway. So, he's now got to a firing position and he's found some enemy tanks to shoot at. An IS-3. The scores are fairly even, they're just one tank down. He's got a 105mm gun, which is capable of 390 alpha with standard ammo. He's got no premium ammo whatsoever. And he's just put a round through the roof of that IS-3. Now I do remember when I first started this game that it would take me an awful long time to load into the game. In fact, games would be long underway and I'd only just load into them after what, 2 or 3 minutes of my tank sitting around at the cap or at the spawn point, not moving at all. And it must have upset some of my teammates when that did happen. But coming into a match which has already been going for 6 minutes, well, this is quite a long time. Right, the enemy is making progress down the east side of the map and there's a Skoda T50 and a VK4502B who's just killed, well, it wasn't the VK that killed our teammate, it was the Skoda T50 that killed our KV5 teammate. But he's pulled back into the bushes so he can get shots on the enemy as they come over the railway line. He's now looking towards the crossing. There's the Skoda. He just came over. He's just popping up to have a look before he pops over. His sixth sense must have gone off, so he's obviously moving away to a new position. There's the crossing point. Now one of those two tanks is obviously going to pop over. We've got a Type 61 a little closer than us, so he's probably going to get the first spot. Okay, some enemy tanks in sight. T-54 puts a round into him. High roll, 395. Go for the 4502. Try and fire between the tracks. No, that's not going to work. There's heavy armour there. Instead he switches back. There's a SCYWG. That's got very low armour. In fact, the enemy's now well into our territory. And, well, he needs to do something and quick if they're going to win this game. There's the SCYWG. One round in. The reload on this gun is 8.42 seconds. Normally it's a little longer than that, but he does have a good crew and vents. Now somebody is capping. We can't see them. There's the Skoda. Puts one into him. 422. High roll. Need at least 2 shots to make him good. Needs to move a bit closer to that bush in order to see who's in the cap. Now he's blind firing. I think he thinks it's the 4502 that's near the back of the cap. That's why he's firing these blind shots. Oh, well, somebody pulled out the cap. There he is. It's the 4502. And he gets around in at last because he goes for a weak spot. Now he's going to get spotted himself if he's not careful. Good shot. It's a low roll, but, well, that's all he had left. 389 hit points. Okay, Skoda T50. Yep, gets one into him. 361. And puts another one in, 405. Oh, didn't get the SU-130. It's got so many targets to fire at. Gets into the T-54 first prototype though. Now, can he get this T-54? I didn't mention his name at the start of the game actually. It was Goomba Stomped CDC. Quite an unusual name. But he's already got 2 kills. And he's racked up 3.2k of damage so far. Now he's looking towards the back of the map because there are a number of enemy tanks still out there. There's 5 of them. Well, 4 down to the south. There's the IS-3. Yep, gets 1 in. High roll. So it's 4 tanks versus 4. There's the IS-3 again. No, just a little too late. He is a one-shot if we can get a high roll. Or a normal roll. Okay, the SU-130PM popped up for a moment. Dropped back below. Back to siege mode. Now, 2 spotter tanks, the Type 61 and the LHM-TV, are doing quite a good job so far because they are spotting the enemy. And the IS-3 takes another roll round, but unfortunately it was a low roll and we didn't get the kill. Okay, we've come out of siege mode. I'm going to move up. Looks like the enemy tried to come down the west side of the map, and there's the Chrysler. And that's why he didn't come round earlier, because he's low on hit points. Oh, no, fluffed our first shot. But he's a one-shot. If we only we can get this round in. And we got the kill. Oh no, we didn't get the kill. It was the Type 61 who got the kill. Now we've got the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. Oh, we just killed our IS-3A. But we took him. And there's now only 1 enemy left. It's the SU-130PM. And there's 2 of us to kill him. The Type 61 and Goomba. Well, Type 61 hasn't found him yet. It sort of tends to indicate that he's actually on this side of the battlefield. And there he is. Yep. He is. He did put a round into us. But we've gone to siege mode, turning to meet the target, and 1 round in. Even if he were to fire another round right now, we would still get the kill. Yep, that wins the game. We ended the game on just 4 hit points. He was a very unlucky guy. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's the first class tank for Goomba Stomped CDC in the Strv S1. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly and a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. And he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage. And that's surprising considering it took him 6 minutes to load into this game. Let's have a look at team score. Well, you can see he's right at the top of the table, 4,594 hit points of damage in that game. The next high score was the Prototypo Standard B with 3,561, and after that it was the SU-130PM who managed to get 3,389, and most of that actually came from Goomba, or rather a hefty lump of it came from Goomba right at the end of the game. When it came to kills though, again it's Goomba with 4 kills, the Type 61 got 3, and then there's a bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece. And then when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in that column as well. 1,141 base experience points, 1,045 goes to the LHM TV, and 968 to the Type 61. He fired 24 rounds in that game, got 17 direct hits, 14 penetrations, damage of 4,594 hit points, of which 1,974 were at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits, both of them were penetrations. Both came from the SU-130PM. It's got a big 13cm gun and it's quite deadly. And he almost lost his life at the end, but of course the SU-130PM was taken out. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did 37 hit points of defense points rather by resetting the cap, and he didn't know that at the time. On a free-to-play account, he earned 75,382 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 41,566 credits. He received 1,141 base XP, got 114 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 1,255 experience points altogether. So not a bad game considering he loaded in very, very late indeed. In fact, actually, it was incredible that he loaded in so late and still managed to do a lot of damage. And I think the thing is, it does show you that the Strv S1 in the right hands can do a huge amount of damage in a very short period of time if you know how to handle it. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button. Thanks for watching.